Hey guys. So I'm sitting in the parking lot of the gym right now, and it's really weird, like, since I posted my video about like Walmart, anytime I have something like come into my head, I'm like, I should freaking record that and put it on YouTube. I don't know why, but it's like word vomit. Like, once you start something, like, you just want to do it all the time. And I've tried to write blogs, but I'm just not a blogger. I don't have the patience to type. Like, my mind goes faster than my fingers do, so by the time I like get done with a thought, I'm like, I gotta type that out, but I completely forgot what I was gonna say. But it was good. So I just am not a blogger. But something has been on my mind for a couple of days, a topic just mostly, that I saw a friend of mine post on their Facebook. And it was a post it was by Jada, Pinkett Smith, and it was an interview with her and her daughter, and they were talking about something to do with, like, how hard is it to be a mother and a wife and all that stuff. And she was saying that a lot of the time, like, the hardest thing about being a mother and a wife is that in our society now, it's so, everybody's got to feel so bad about taking care of themselves, and that, you know, you have to focus 100% on being a mother or being a wife, and there's no room for you, basically. And that, like, has really stuck with me over the last couple of days, and I'm not exactly sure why. Like, I'm not a mother, but I am a wife, and it's crazy, like, how society can make you feel bad for taking time for you and for taking care of you. And she was saying that when you stop taking care of yourself and stop, you know, caring about your needs, that you forget how to take care of others. And that's so true. And I'm not a mother, but I am a wife, and I do notice, like, I do feel strongly, like, even just being a wife, that if I don't take care of myself and I don't worry about my needs, I'm not a good wife, and I'm not a good companion, and I'm not a good friend. But that also kind of brought me back to, like, what are my needs? Like, how do I take care of myself? Like, what does that entail? I mean, is it, like, you know, like, go get a mani-pedi? Like, or is it deeper than that? Is it bigger than that? So I just thought that was really interesting, because I never really thought of it in that sense, like, that, you know, in order to be a good caretaker and to care for others. I mean, even in, like, the workplace, like, being a manager, like, if I don't take care of me and I don't take care of the things that I need to, you know, like, reset and kind of center myself, like, I'm not a good coworker, I'm not a good leader, I'm not a good, I don't have, you know, like, I don't feel good about the things that I do, and that makes everything harder in my life. It makes being a wife harder, it makes being, you know, a coworker harder, it makes me, you know, like, doesn't make me feel good. So I'm really trying to think about the ways that I can take care of me, and the things that will make me better at taking care of others, while still paying attention to myself. Because, like, I don't have kids, so there is a good amount of time for me, but I think it's more like the quality of taking care of me. Like, what kind of things do I need to be doing for myself that will really make a difference with me emotionally, and, you know, not just physically, and, you know, not superficially, like, you know, going shopping. Like, there's only so much that shopping can fix, and you could probably tell that to me 1,000 times, I'm not gonna believe it, but it's true. Shopping only fixes so much. Getting your nails done only fixes so much. So I need to find other ways that help take care of me as a person, me as a, you know, as a human being. Something else that's really been on my mind is I saw, again, another video by I think it was by a skincare company, and their whole campaign was about just being, and how in this day and age, being a woman means, you know, having to fight so hard for what you want and for kind of your place in the world, which is so true. Like, you know, especially in the workplace, like, you have to show your worth. You know, like, women are coming into a whole new era, and, well, we have been coming into a whole new era for a long time, but, you know, it's tough, and we have all these expectations and all these, and not just expectations by other people, but expectations that we've given ourselves. But the whole campaign was about just being and taking time in the moment to just be, not to do, not to accomplish, not to, you know, overachieve, just be a person who makes mistakes, who takes the time to enjoy an experience, or, you know, enjoy being where you're at in your life right now, which for a long time, like, for the past 10 years of my life, like, and you can ask my family, like, my sister-in-law said the other day to me that ever since I was 14, like, I was always worried about what I was going to do what I was going to do to take care of myself. Like, at 14, I was worried about moving out and taking care of myself and supporting myself as an adult when I was 14. I've always been that kind of person that, like, has to prepare and has to be good at everything, and not that I'm good at everything, not that I'm good at anything, but I push myself, and I set really high expectations for myself that a lot of the time I don't achieve. And when I don't achieve expectations that I've set for myself, or even other people's expectations, like, I break down. I take those things so closely to heart that I feel like it reflects on me as a person, like, as a flaw, and I punish myself for it. And I've done that in my job for a long time. Like, any little thing that's gone wrong, or mistake made by others, or even by myself, like, I have taken those things so heavily to heart, that it's really affected me. And I'm now having to say, you know, like, what is mine and what is not mine, and, you know, am I responsible for that? Could I have changed that? If I couldn't have changed it, and it wasn't necessarily, like, my fault, like, you know, I have to learn from it, you know, learn how to change it, but also don't take it as a reflection of who I am as a person necessarily. There are some things that happen in your life, and some things that you do that are just mistakes. We're just human. And, you know, so many people suffer from anxiety and depression because they get in this mindset of everything is your fault and everything happens because of something that you did, which is true, which is, you know, more likely true, but it's how you deal with it. It's how you deal with those things and how you build yourself back up that defines you as a person. You know, it's how you change, as, you know, like, it's all about your character. And that is something that I'm trying to work on. I'm really trying to work on being nicer to myself and to build myself back up after I've torn myself down, or just, you know, try not to tear myself down at all. I've gotten myself into that mindset of when something goes wrong, like, you know, like, everything goes wrong, which is not always the case. And I think that I would live a much happier life if I was able to say, you know, this is something that happened to me that I'm not going to allow to affect me and hurt me. I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to change it if I can, but I'm going to, like, move on. And I'm going to learn to take care of myself in whatever context that means. I got to figure it out. But I just wanted to post this video because that has been on my mind ever since I saw that video, ever since both of those videos. I mean, like, women, we've got it tough. Like, I'm not saying it's easy to be a guy, but I'm just saying, like, we are hard on ourselves, like super duper hard on ourselves in all areas of life, in work, in relationships, in our heads, about our weight, about the way our makeup looks. Like, we are super, super critical of everything that we do. And I think that we're so extraordinary. We should be able to, if we could just cut ourselves some slack sometimes, like, we would be so happy. And, you know, especially in relationships, I feel like women, not even women relationships, you know, with husbands or spouses or boyfriends or whatever, like, just with each other, I feel like if we could have each other's backs more often, especially, like, because I know so many moms who don't have a whole lot of friends, and I even know single women who don't have a lot of friends. I don't have a lot of friends, but that's not like you have to have a lot of friends to make yourself feel good. But I feel like the value of friendships, or the quality of a friendship, goes a long way. I'm not about having superficial relationships with people. That's not to mean that I don't, like, just want to just be nice to people and, you know, just be polite. I mean, it doesn't mean, like, we're going to be best friends or not going to be best friends, but do you know what I mean? I just think that, like, I want to have such deep relationships with people, because I feel like people have so much to offer. I feel like I have stuff to offer to people. I feel like they have things to offer to me. Like, so if you can't have that kind of relationship, especially, like, when you reach a certain age, like, when you're younger, you're like, we're your best friends, like, I love you, we're gonna be friends forever. I've had lots of relationships like that, but I feel like when you reach a certain age and a certain place in your life, you just want to have certain kind of relationships, and you feel like you have so much, you have things to offer somebody. So I'm encouraging myself, I'm encouraging you, if you watch this video, to try to make friendships with people, with other women who build you up, who remind you of who you are and you know, and your value. And if they don't bring value to your life, and if they don't bring value to how you see yourself as a person, then don't be friends with them anymore. It's as simple as that. So I'm going to try and make friendships with people where I see value in them, and I know they see value in me. I'm going to try and take care of myself in whatever way I can figure out that is. I'm gonna stop trying to take things. I'm gonna stop trying to be so hard on myself. I think that'll make me a happier person, a happier coworker, happier wife. And, you know, you just do the best you can. I don't know why I keep making these videos. I don't know if anybody even cares about these videos, but I feel so, like, I feel like I have so much, like, information in my head that I just, like, it wouldn't be worth it to put it on Facebook. I feel like Facebook is probably not the place to put it out there, and, you know, I don't know. I put these videos on Facebook, so I don't know what I think the difference is, but this would be a lot of information to put on Facebook. If you like this video, if you think this video, you know, like, if you're like, oh, cool video, like, I don't know, thumbs up, or just tell me, like, this is part of the thing. I want to build relationships with people from all walks of life. And so if you watch this video and you don't know me personally, because a lot of people who watch these videos are know me personally, or even if you know me personally, like, comment or send me a text, or, you know, I want my life to be authentic. I want my life to be full of experiences and people's ideas and feelings. So if you think different, or if you agree or you don't agree, like, just let me know. Just comment or send me a text or add me on Facebook or comment on me on Facebook, like, whatever. I'm literally, like, I'm asking for interaction on this. I'm asking for women to come together, or men to come together, people who feel the same way, or who think the same way, or who don't think the same way. Like, let's figure it all out together, because life is literally, it's just about figuring it out one day at a time. And, you know, I don't have all the answers. You know, I'm 27 years old and I'm still like, what am I doing when I'm 60? You know, I'm like, I don't even have children, but let's figure it out. Like, what am I going to do for this and this and this, you know? And I've got to remind myself to live in the moment a little bit more. And yeah, I'm going to go to the gym now. My husband's waiting for me. So let me know what you think. Like, what's going on in your life? I'm ready to build relationships. I'm gonna keep making these videos, I think. Hopefully I'll get a nicer camera, because I don't know how my iPhone works out, but just let me know. I hope you guys have a good night, or a good day, wherever you are. And just remember that you are unique and you are important to somebody. You're important to me, and I want to do the best I can to, help anybody out there who needs encouragement or a friend. But it's okay to have days like this, right? So I'm validating it. I'm really just trying to find a way to not go to the gym right now, but I'm going right now because my husband is in there waiting for me. And couples that work out together stay together, and couples that don't work out together stay together too. But it's really important to my husband. So anyways, peace.